Hey, Sierra. Looks like you're the first one in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? It's been a long day for me, and I'm like running behind. I was supposed to start at 10, but for some reason, all the links I had uploaded on my social media to the live, I don't understand. Some of them worked and some of them didn't, so I had to go through all of them again and redo it. So that's why I was late. But anywho, I know Empire episode 13 comes on tomorrow night. And like I said this morning during my live, we just been talking about so many other things and, the media and, just a lot of stuff going on. So I'm going to get this Empire episode 12 out to you guys tonight, right before the new one comes on tomorrow night. So better late than never, huh? Hey, Real Talk Pal, how you doing? What do you guys think about the Empire episode from last week? Like, I don't know. It seemed like they were probably, toying around and trying to, kind of fishing around, trying to figure out, what to do with Maul's character. It went from basically he just broke up with his dude, Kai. Kai left, went back to London or, wherever he was from. And, because of that incident when Lucius and, Dre was about to drop that dude on his head out that window, over what Kingsley did. And it went from straight to there to now, it seemed like his storyline, he doesn't really have a storyline right now, huh? I mean, during this last episode, I just basically, chopped it up to they really, just like the rest of the world, they didn't know that Jamal was going to get his charges dropped. So basically, they knew they was killing him off. I'm sure the way the season really ended, is probably a 360 from how it's now going to end. And so once the charges came about, against, Jussie Smollett, and they probably took like a few episodes before the finale and had to revamp all of those. So they probably all been hustling around trying to figure out what to do with his character and everything. And so this last episode, basically his storyline for that episode, he was just trying to, keep Tiana and Treasure from killing each other. Trying to get them to work together. Because somebody needs to start making some money around there. They finally got, Empire back in their hands, back in their grasp. They in control, per se. Patel, he still got something to do with it. Their partner now, Giselle, she still has something to do with, what goes on. But overall, they still got their hands on Empire. And, hey, DC12, how you doing? Good evening. We was just discussing, the parts of Jamal's character now, in Empire, now that, his charge has been dropped and everything. How I think this past episode with him mainly focused on, like the entire show, he was mainly focused on the girls, Tiana and Treasure, and trying to get get a single out. So this episode, his portion of the episode was kind of dry, kind of like they just had to throw something together, real quick, because again, the season finale episode and where he really is supposed to be in the season finale, they probably went back like 3, 4, 5 episodes and said, we got to switch this all these episodes are no good right now. So that's what it looks like it was done. At least that's, from my angle, that's what it looks like. But everybody please come on in. come on in. Make sure you hit the like button. I see we got 4 in here, 3 in the chat. So please make sure you click the like button. Thank you very kindly. And what did y'all think about, oh my God, that doggone thirsty. Thirsty. Y'all remember when Lucius had to let him go? And it was mainly because they was broke. They didn't have no money. So they didn't really have no need for a lawyer because they didn't have no money. And they couldn't afford to pay Thirsty what they owed him. So kind of like, basically we're going to lay you off. That's kind of how Lucius put it. Like, until things turn around, right now I'm going to have to let you go because I already owe you money. I don't like owing people money. Lucius, he don't like owing nobody, owing anybody money. And so he had to let him go. But I think it kind of hurt Thirsty because remember when Lucius asked him to come back and he was like, man, I've been working for you for years and you let me go just because you owed me some change, some money. And then I didn't hear from you till like almost like a year or so later. He said you didn't call, you didn't check on me, you didn't, nothing, just, left him high and dry. And I think Thirsty kind of, well, he didn't see their relationship as just client and, attorney. Thirsty is actually, kind of like their family, from where I see it. And I think that's how they really feel about him. But Lucius, how Lucius is, he don't like to owe nobody no money. So I think he kind of just let him go because he didn't want to see this dude up in his face all the time knowing he knew he owed him some money. So anywho, now, after that, immediately, like, was it a coincidence that he ran into Damien at that party? Like, Damien was, like, right there. Like, he was already focused on Cookie. And I had told y'all several times before. I said, when they first was on that elevator, I said it then. That man looked like he wanted to eat her up. Like, he looked like he was really... And I had said at that time when we was watching that episode and I reviewed that episode, I said, man, I have a feeling that they either got feelings for each other or there was some kind of connection or something, from that scene. I don't know if it's more so on Cookie's part, but we know it's definitely with Damien now, don't we? Damien has his sights on Cookie. He didn't have his sights on Cookie all along. Now I'm beginning to wonder again, was that scene fake on the elevator? Hey, Annarelle. Thank you, hon. Thank you. You think that scene was fake, real talk? Like, he really panicked, like really, really panicked on that elevator when it stalled on the elevator. And then, after Cookie, calmed him down and babied his big old butt, to get him to calm down, it was like this connection. I don't know. I saw it. It was like this connection. And so now I'm rethinking everything, like, that really could have been fake. But I don't know, because then when he got with Lucius and them, and when they was discussing him helping them get their money back from the Panama Bank, he sat there and lied and said he didn't even know her. Like, I ain't never seen you. She's like, oh, really? What about the elevator? And Lucius was like, what you mean, what about the elevator? She was like, never mind, forget about it. But I think Thirsty done got himself in a predicament. Not only with Damien, but also with that FBI agent Megan. Like, she's trying to use him as a snitch, like a inside man. Do y'all think they gonna get Thirsty to snitch? Because the thing is, I don't know how he did it or why he decided to do it. But I think it had mainly something to do with he needed money. Lucius owed him money, so he was already short on money. And then he had no job. And even though his wife was against it, she was like, no, boo. I done heard all about this Damien, this Mr. Cross. He ain't no good. He's dangerous. He got a lot of enemies. He's into a lot of bad things. But he was thinking about the money. Lucius, he ain't gonna hire me. I don't know when. Lucius owe me money. We need a job, babe. We gotta pay bills. You said he hope not. I really hope not too. I really hope not too. Kikan, hey hun. You said you stopped watching the show after the second season, but I'm here for support. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I was like, I would like to believe that he's not gonna snitch. Like Megan, she let him off for now. She's like, you know what? I'm done with you for now. But she's keeping her eye on him. She's keeping her eyes on him. And then like they did the rundown, like what we missed. Like when my wheels were spinning, it was like it just didn't seem like something was adding up. Like as far as the painting, like the painting that Lucius bought Cookie, that expensive painting, how it disappeared and how Damien ended up with it. I was like, how the heck did he still? Hold up, how the heck did he get the doggone painting? And now, Thirsty, he's sitting up there telling a lie, but not a lie. He's telling a half truth to Megan to, window out of, to get out of that situation that he's in with Megan. And that's when he was telling her, this is what happened. See, what had happened was Lucius needed some money. He wanted to go gamble. He wanted to go to this high stakes poker game. And he asked Thirsty to get him into the game. What I don't understand is Thirsty then was asked by Damien to get him into the game. What I'm thinking was that Damien had he had hopes of, or he was trying to win all the money and take all the money from Lucius. Because he already knew they was broke. He knew that from Thirsty, and I'm sure, from his ears in the street, everybody knew they had lost Empire, back then. In the show, they say it was 6 months ago, but I think it was a little bit further than that. But they had lost Empire, so he knew they was broke. And he told Thirsty, make sure he get him into that poker game. But when he lost all that money because of that setup. Remember, everybody came in shooting and, shooting up the place, shooting up the joint. He ended up losing all his money. And then got upset with Thirsty. Like, he done took all his money, or like he done set it up for Lucius to win, even though, the shoot 'em up bang bang part. That was a little suspect to Damien, and I think that's why he demanded his money back. So why did he keep the picture, y'all? Do you think because it had Cookie on there? Like, I mean, it's not her real portrait. It's kind of abstract. Is that what you call them? Like an abstract painting? It's supposed to represent Lucius and Cookie. Do you think he kept that for a keepsake just to have something of Cookies? Because he could have sold that and doubled his money. Because I think he lost like 100,000 or a couple of hundred. That painting was worth $500,000. So why did he keep the painting instead of selling it, which he was first so determined to make his money back, and then he was like, you know what? I ain't gonna sell it. I'm gonna keep it, Thirsty. We good. We even. So I'm like, what? Why would he keep this painting? Or, I don't know, maybe he's trying to hold it over Lucius' head. And maybe try to use it somehow, like, okay, as far as he taking them to Panama and hooking up with the guy, who can help get them their money back. And Cookie had told him he could have, I think she said 30%. Or was it 25%? I think it was 25% if he can launder their money back to them. So I'm wondering if he's really working with that guy as well. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. I think he's in love with her. I really do. Real talk. I think he is in love with her. I don't know how long, because as far as we know, the first time he saw her was at the party. That was the first time he saw, and then all of a sudden, he asked Thirsty to be his attorney. And then his wife was like, no, 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 don't do it, boo, don't do it. And he was like, yeah, I got to do it. We need money. So I think he's in love with Cookie too. And for some reason, I think this is going to go all the way back into time. Maybe around the time they was growing up. Some kind of connection that maybe Cookie is missing. Like maybe this was some dude on the street. This was some dude in the neighborhood. I be reaching sometime, y'all. I be reaching sometime, be making up my own storyline. But I think it's deeper than that. I don't think that was the first time he ever met her. It just don't feel right. But anyway, Thirsty, with him being questioned by District Attorney Megan, with the FBI, and then I'm like, first of all, what's really going on here? I know he is not gonna snitch, y'all. I know he is not gonna snitch. And even though Megan keeps threatening to send him off to Guantanamo Bay, if he doesn't help her, because she has her sights on a promotion, a really big promotion that she's trying to get, and she knows that Lucius is into a lot of things, a lot of illegal activities. She knows that Damian Cross is, in a lot of illegal activities. And she knows if Thirsty is attorneys for both of these men, then he has to know something. And with that one guy missing, the guy that Damian killed, man, that's what's going to that's what she's trying to solve, that crime, to get her that promotion. And that's basically what she wants Thirsty to help her do. And she's like, you know what, Thirsty? You're going to end up dead just like Victor. Just like Victor. And he's like, nah, I'm not going to end up dead. I'm not going to end up dead. But y'all saw how he snatched his wife up and held a gun to her head. Y'all saw that, right? Thirsty went in there. He had to make up some kind of story and turn the whole thing around with the picture and the gambling and the poker game. And because Megan was like, why does he has Lucius and Cookie's picture, that expensive artwork? And so instead of telling him, well, he lost his money, Damian lost his money, he flipped it around and said Lucius lost his money. And in exchange, he gave Damian that expensive artwork that Cookie still has no idea is missing. She still don't know that artwork is missing. And that's surprising, because wasn't the artwork in the house? I'm like, hey, Maurice. I'm just discussing the last episode. I'm trying to figure out why Cookie doesn't know that the painting is missing yet. And I don't know, because I could have sworn the painting was actually in their home. I know they have a humongous home, but that painting is a very expensive painting that he bought her for a wedding gift or anniversary or something like that. And she still has no clue that that picture is missing, or that Damian has that picture. And I wonder if she has any idea that this man really wants her. But what you think, Maurice? I know you be watching this show. That's what I thought. It was hanging on the wall. Cookie ain't there unless I missed something. And I believe I done watched every episode up until now. But unless I done missed something, I'm like, did she ever mention, where's my painting? Did you go get it touched up? You go get it, fitted for a new frame? I mean, I haven't seen her mention anything about that picture frame. That's kind of odd. That's really kind of odd. I'm like, maybe I missed something. Maybe, because I do miss stuff sometimes. That's why I like talking to y'all, because what I miss, y'all get, and what, and vice versa. Right? She never asked. Okay, okay. I was just making sure. I'm like, am I tripping? I'm like, am I tripping? But as far as this Damien guy, um, I don't know where, I don't know what his, I know his end game is to probably get Cookie, but what about his wife? Like when they were at the party, and his wife kept saying, "What are you looking at? What do you keep staring at?" And he kept saying his future. Is he trying to take over Lucius's life? Like not just Cookie, but is he trying to take over Empire? Y'all think? As far as him, I think they probably made a mistake by using him to help them get their money back. That Eddie done laundered over there at the Panamanian Bank in Panama. So I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. He got the picture. He wants his girl. He's so-called helping them get their money back, except for a small percentage, of course. That's supposed to go to, that rich dude. I don't know if he was a gangster or what it was, but he's pretty high up in his society over there. And he obviously can get them their money back. But I think he's either like Real Talk said, he thinks he's in love with her. He's either in love or obsessed or something, maybe both. Can you be in love and obsessed at the same time? I think so. I think you can be in love and obsessed at the same time. But don't take my word for mob. That's what it was, Real Talk. He's in the mob. And he obviously can get them their money back. But I think that's not going to go the way it's planned. And now they up here trying to plan a tour for free. Like a whole tour. Not just one concert, but a whole tour that's going to start in Philly. How do y'all think this is going to work out? You said, Maurice, remember the cops had pictures of Damien and Cookie when Lucius was sitting in front of the coffin? Yes, you can. Mm-hmm. And that, I remember that. That was a while back when I saw that clip. And then it was like, dang, is they together? That's what I was thinking. I'm like, is they together? Because, again, I thought they had some kind of connection in the elevator. I don't know, just the way they was looking at each other, like, and then he left, and she left. And I was like, okay. So when he played it off, when they were meeting, before they went to Panama, when they played it off, and he said, I don't know you. He said, besides the fact that you're Cookie Lyons and everybody knows the Lyons, he said, I don't recall ever meeting you before. So I don't know. But I think he wants more than Cookie. That's for sure. And as far as the casket, okay, we still don't know who's gonna be in the casket. I know some of y'all who've been with me since before this season, or at least at the beginning of the season. I know we all at the beginning of the season, I was like, who do y'all think are going to be in the casket? That's what I was just getting at, Maurice. See, you reading my mind. I'm wondering, like, okay, remember I said I had my choices of Lucius, his mama, Dre, or Kingsley. Those have been my choices for a long time now. But Jamal, he done messed it all up. Because of him out there, playing around in the middle of the night getting fake jumped. He done messed it all up. So now I don't know. I'm like, okay. Are they, because I know they said this was before his charges were dropped though. So I don't know what the producers are up to now. If they're still going to be like, you know what, he can't come back. We don't want him no more. Too much drama. Or if they're going to let him come back and, welcome him with open arms eventually. But right now, you said don't watch the show, just here to support my daughter. Watch it. She answered all your questions. Oh, thank you for watching. Even though you don't watch the show. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. But as far as like, since Jamal, got in trouble and then he got, charges dropped. I'm like, I knew they was gonna take him off the last few episodes. But now I'm wondering, are they gonna kill him off the last few episodes somehow? Because I can't see it right now because it don't seem like he would be the one. It don't seem like he would be the one. And now that we see that Damien is up to no good, hell, it could be him. Or what about Dre? Like, okay, Dre, when his nose started bleeding, I'm like, is this dude snorting? That's what I was thinking. For real. That's what I was thinking. I was like, Dre is up there. He's doing some drugs. Dre is a little crazy. He got that from his grandmama. Be seeing stuff, psycho. I mean, you said you can't see Jamal being in a coffin, not two lions. I can't either. I mean, Dre at first I thought it was Dre because of the simple fact. Dre, that was when he was in prison. Remember, he was in prison. He had the dude killed. Then he had another dude. He paid him to take the rap for his girlfriend's son's charges. And Dre, he when the season first started and he got out of prison, he was all like aggressive and he wanted to run the streets with his dad and he wanted to do the dirty work. And Lucius was like, nah, you college graduate, you got all these degrees, smart, intelligent, whatever. No, you was not doing the dirty work. You gonna stay in your place. So I was kind of like, okay, maybe something to come back and bite him in the butt for something that he done did. Or maybe he'll go behind Lucius' back and put somebody down, without Lucius' permission. That's where I was kind of getting Dre from. But now, with his cancer, I'm like, how they just give him cancer? See, and that's why I was saying at the beginning of the live, for those of y'all who came in later, I was saying at the beginning of the live, this episode seems like one of the episodes they had to revamp. They had to revamp because it has to move smoothly for the next few episodes that Jamal is going to be in, and then merge into the ones that he's not going to be in. So I think with this episode, how they had him mainly focus on Tierra and Treasure, their little disputes, their little battle, their feud or whatnot, and trying to get them to get their single out. And then his cancer, like, he just got cancer. I mean, he just got cancer at stage 4. So this makes me think, like, dang, might it be Andre? Might it be Dre? How he has stage 4 cancer and he ain't showed no symptoms in the last how many seasons? How many seasons? That's why I said it seems like they just putting stuff together just to get through this season because of all the everything that's going on, with Jesse Smollett. But you say you think he's leaving the show for real, but not die. That could be it. Real Talk said he think it's Entree. I'm telling you, Real Talk, that's he's at the top of my list right now. Right now, he's at the top of my list. Tomorrow, it might be somebody else. But right now, he's at the top of my list. Or are they trying to throw us off? Like, okay, let's make them believe. Since the doctor done gave him a few months to live. And see, at first, I was like, maybe this is going to be a mistake. Maybe the doctors is going to take their words back and say, oh, we were looking at the wrong x-rays or the wrong, I just can't believe they just gave him cancer. Like, just out of the blue. And he got stage 4 cancer. And they don't even know. His family, his girlfriend is the first one to find out. And then he signs over his will to her. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hakeem. I don't know what's up with Hakeem. Mm. He's about to go on tour with the girls, of course, but I don't know. I can't picture it being Hakeem. Unless you remember him and Blaze, they kind of like had some issues before. Unless maybe Blaze comes back in a blaze of glory and try to light Hakeem up for some reason. I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think Hakeem. That's just not weighing really strong on me. You said it will not be the same if any of these three. Exactly. Exactly. From the way it's looking right now, it could be thirsty. It could be thirsty. I mean, when Damien had that gun on his wife and he was threatening him, I don't know. I think he'd have messed up big time. The first will say a lion is in that casket for sure. And see, that's why I was thinking Dre. Just because they just threw his cancer at us at the left just like that. And he only has months to live. And when he was crying and telling his girlfriend, she was like, I'm going to be there for you. I don't want your will. I don't want your money. I want to help you fight. Basically, she wants to be there. And if it comes down to it and he does die, she wants to be there and she's not concerned with his money. I don't understand why he's leaving his will to her. Like, they only been dating how long? That seems a little weird to me too. You think maybe he got you mean maybe his her son? You said maybe the new son. Hold on, wait a minute. Did I miss something? Come on, real talk. I'm just so confused. It's just, I don't know. The beginning, I'm telling you, Jussie, his real name, he done messed up the whole rest of the season. I'm like, it just seems like they're just all over the place and trying to piece stuff together and just trying to make it work for us, for the viewers. Oh, Lucia's son. I did say it could be Kingsley. I did say Kingsley, Dre, Lucius, or his mama. Because his mama, she has she's senile and dementia and all that, and a lot of people die from that because it messes up your brain. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's gonna either die from that, or maybe she'll die from, I don't know, being involved in something, wrong place, wrong time. I don't know. Or either Lucius, Dre, or Lucius' mom. Did I say a mom? Or Kingsley. I did say Kingsley. But I don't know for sure now. When I was watching, I was like, oh my God, Dre's gonna die. He's gonna die. I can't picture Dre off the show. I can't picture none of the brothers off the show. I don't know how this would work. I really don't know. I mean, do y'all think the show is just gonna eventually just go away? Because if they take off, okay, we already know they were planning to take off Jamal, aka Jussie, off the last 2 episodes. So if they don't kill him off, then you saying that they think that that they said is one of the lions. You said not Jussie, his new name, Lermo Rich. Oh. You said Lion Arrow Richie. Y'all mess. Y'all mess. Oh my god, that was funny. That was funny. He got that good hair. Oh man, but okay. So, and then like after the last week's episode, I started thinking about Thirsty. Like that man Damian Cross, I don't know. Like he when he said that he was ruthless, and he says I'm way more He said, "You think Lucius is ruthless? I'm way more ruthless than Lucius." I think Thirsty done got himself in a pickle that he probably he should have signed up for unemployment. That's what I'm thinking. Thirsty should have signed up for unemployment or waited for Lucius to be able to take care of him. I'm like, I don't get it. See, and if it's not him, but if it's not him, again, y'all saw him hold the gun to his wife's head. Like, it could be her. It could be Lucius. It could be Dre. I don't know. My head hurt from guessing. My head hurt from trying to guess. And the way Lucius was tapping his hands, like, I think we talked about that before. The way he was, like, tapping his hands on the casket, you know, at the beginning of the season when they first showed the casket and first showed Lucius. And he was kind of, like, patting his hands or, you know, just, you know, kind of on the casket. It kind of made me feel then, again, this is before the whole Jussie blow up, but it kind of made me think then that it possibly might be somebody not too close to him, but close enough. Like, he didn't seem as emotional as he should have maybe been if it was like his kids. I don't know. But I wish they hurry up and let us know. I wish they hurry up and let us know. And I really hope he doesn't kill Thirsty's wife, Vera. She seems totally innocent. She seems like she doesn't have her hand in anything. She just happens to be his wife who warned him not to do business with Cross. I don't know. I think they're going to spin something on us and we're not even going to see it coming. That's what I think. Hey, the Greek girl and her horses. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. But we do know one thing for sure. Damien, he hired Thirsty so he can get closer to Cookie. We do know that for sure. We do know that he went to the poker game, that high stake poker game, because he had planned on wiping Lucius out. He knew Lucius was broke. So therefore, Lucius was probably playing with the last of his monies. So he planned to wipe him out, but he lost his money. Damien ended up losing his money, and he took Thirsty took the picture off the wall that Lucius bought Cookie and gave it to Damien. Basically to save his own life, because he was going to kill Thirsty if he wouldn't have got his money back. So I think his whole motive right now, again, is Cookie and Empire. That's what I think. I might be wrong. Yeah, that's why I said the gun. That's why I said the gun or the shooting wasn't part of Damien's plan. I had said that a little while, I think, before you had came in, Maurice. But I said the shooting, when he came to take all the money and win everything from Lucius, he didn't plan on the place getting shot up. But Lucius still lost that painting, which I don't know. I mean, they haven't even been focused on the painting. Like, I think he would have tried to get it back because he knows where it is. I think Lucius is trying to figure out how the heck he got it. That's what I think he's trying to figure it out. Now, what do y'all think is going to happen to Thirsty when Lucius finds out that he's working for two men? He obviously knows Thirsty, if he didn't know before, he obviously knows that Damien has it out for Lucius. And he likes Cookie. So he's still working for both of them. I mean, why y'all think he didn't leave Damien? Because he's scared of his life? Because even when he told him, he tried to tell him after he got his wife back, after he came back out, and Damien realized that he did not tell the feds that he was responsible for that guy's murder, for Victor's murder. He let his wife go, and he said, I'm done. I didn't sign up for all this. And basically, Damien told him, you ain't done till I say you done. You think so? I see. That's why I said after Jesse's, Jesse is, see, a lot of people don't realize Jesse is playing a big part in all these last episodes. Like, they couldn't just, these last two episodes, okay, they said they was going to kill him off the last two episodes. Not kill him per se, but, just remove him off the last two episodes. But in order for them to remove him off the last two episodes, they had to redo the episodes leading up to that to make sense, to make it make sense when he does leave. So, he done screwed it all up. He done screwed it all up. Because at the beginning of the show, if Thirsty was standing next to Lucius, and if Lucius kills Thirsty, then that means how could he kill him if he was standing next to him at the casket? See, are we thinking too hard? I think we thinking too hard. But I don't know. I think Damien, if I was to say for sure, like if I would start reaching right now and just give one guess, because I really can't, but I'm just gonna go out on a limb. If I was to say, now this is not who I definitely think it is, but I'm just saying, if somebody just told me you had to guess one choice right now, who would you think is in that casket? I'm going to say Dre. I don't know. I'm going to say Dre. Only because of the cancer thing. I don't know. Maurice, you agreed with me. So me and Real Talk, you agree with me. Okay, that's 3. Okay, everybody else that's watching, y'all let us know who y'all think it is. But that's I'm gonna say Dre. But again, tomorrow night, y'all, it might change. So, y'all make sure y'all watch tomorrow night's show. You said it would be too obvious for it to be Jamal. Yep. It would be much too obvious. I think Jamal might end up going back to London. What about that one? Like him and Kai might make up, or he starts, because, okay, remember when he was walking into the studio and he was talking about Kai, and Becky said, dang, why are you always talking about Kai? I mean, God, Kai is gone. I mean, Kai, stop talking about Kai. Kai is not everything. Becky was like, being a hater. Like, why you keep talking about Kai? So it would kind of make sense to kill him off, to have him go back to London to be with Kai. That would make sense to me. You said you too, Maurice? Yep. The Greek girl, you said you don't get this channel. I'm sorry, I'm not up to speed on the series. Oh, you don't get this channel? Oh, darn. Where are you at, the Greek girls? Are you like overseas somewhere? In another country, or? Because I know some of my subscribers, they don't get a lot of these channels that we get over here. And it's because they, aren't locally But I think you can probably get it on the internet though. I think you could watch like some of the past shows on the internet. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But yeah, Dre, he has stage 4 lymphoma cancer. Oh, you said Colorado, but you off the grid. Oh yeah, Hulu. Marie said you can get it on Hulu if you have Hulu. Hulu. I said Hulu. Ah. Oh, speaking of Hulu, I know I had asked y'all a couple of episodes ago because I was trying to, I mean, a couple of weeks ago because I was trying to give y'all a minute to catch up. But has anybody watched The Pact? I mean, The Act. Did I say The Act? The Pact is a total different movie. A total different movie. So that's not what I meant. I meant The Act. ACT. The Act on Hulu. It's based off a true story. It's on Hulu. It's called The Act, and it's basically about this lady who had Munchausen syndrome. I can never say that word right, so forgive me if I mess it up. But she's one of those parents who always makes their child sick, make their child extremely sick, and then rush them off to the doctor and be panicking and all that stuff. The doctor don't never know what's going on with the child, and they do that over and over and over and over and over again, throughout the child's life till they get caught or till the child dies because the child keeps being given all this stuff from the parents at home to make them get really sick. It's called The Act, and it's on Hulu, and it's really good. It's based off a true story. So you guys, if you have been checking that out, I think this week is going to be episode 4. So hopefully you guys had a chance, to check that out. The ones that do want to check it out, because I'm going to probably do a review on that this weekend. But you said I do have Hulu. Thanks, Maurice. All right, yeah, thanks, Maurice. Yeah, she said Maurice. Yeah, she accidentally said your name wrong first, but yeah, she said thank you. But yeah, so if y'all got Hulu, check out The Act. It's really good. I think y'all would really like it. But yeah, I'm gonna review that probably this weekend. You said I'll check it out because Empire gonna get canceled. I think so too. I just don't see where it can. I mean, I don't see how it can survive without Jamal. I mean, he's like one of their main characters, one of their main people on their label, one of their main artists besides Jamal. And then what's his name? Devin. We haven't seen him all this episode, so I don't know what's going on. And Dre had basically threatened his old, the label who had Devin signed to them, and he threatened them, so they signed him over, signed the release papers to release Devin. So I'm surprised Devin wasn't in, or Devon, however you say his name. I'm surprised he wasn't in this episode. But yeah, the plot is like, it's weird, because like last week, Dre went in there and I thought he was going to bust that man upside his head, breaking everything in his office to get Devin out of his contract. And then this episode, Devin is nowhere in the episode. And we got Jamal trying to keep 2 girls from pulling each other, scratching each other eyes out. That was all he did this episode. So I don't know. Andre doing too much. He doing the most. Andre, I love me some Andre. And if they take him out of here with his cancer and Jamal's gone, they might as well cancel Empire. They might as well. Because there's no more Empire. I mean, Empire mainly started because of the Lions. And it represented them, their whole family. It was their empire, thus calling their music company Empire. So, I don't know. But anyway, they're about to go on tour. But did y'all find that ironic? Okay. I could be reaching again. But did y'all find that ironic? When they were in the studio and it was Cookie, Jamal, Tiara and Treasure, and they were trying to get their single together. Tiara and Treasure's single together. Did y'all find it ironic how all over the studio, they had tons of food. Like, they had sandwiches, they had fruits, they had veggies, they had desserts, they had all kind of food everywhere on trays all around. Like, did y'all think that was ironic? Like, to say, see, that man didn't have to go out at 3 o'clock in the morning to try to find him a foot-long sandwich. We keep food in the studio. Is that me? It could be me. I could have been the only one who noticed that and just took off with it. It could be me, but it seemed like they were focusing. I don't know if y'all get a chance to go back and watch it. If y'all get a chance to go back and watch it, the camera kind of lingered on the food trays all around, like as if they're trying to say, that's messed up that you're going to sit there and say you went out for a Subway sandwich and we keep food. And everybody already know. Those studios, they keep food, they keep drinks, they keep bottled water, they keep everything you need in those studios. Everything. You can't starve in those studio. Not with Fox, not with none of them big old TV shows, probably even with the smaller networks. They keep food on site because most of the time you work in like 12, 14, 16 hours a day. So they keep you fed. But anyway. I love me some Jamal, aka Jussie. He was just played such an important part in this TV show. I really hate what happened to him. I wish it wouldn't have happened. And in a crazy sort of way, I still have hopes. I have hopes that maybe they will ask him to come back to the show. That I still have hopes. You say that's funny, DC-12. I still have hopes, though, that they'll welcome him back. I'm like, So what? It don't make sense the charges would drop. So what? He only had to lick a few envelopes for for community service. Now, last thing I heard, because I really haven't been reading up on him lately because of all the other stuff that's been going on in the media. But last I heard was, I think the mayor wanted him to pay 120 stacks back to the city, to reimburse them for all the investigation, the police and all the hours they put in overtime and all that kind of stuff. So I guess they're going to try to seek that from him. I don't know, but yeah, I'm with you, Maurice. I think it'll be canceled if they do without him. I don't know. I don't think Hakeem could carry it. I don't think Hakeem could carry it. I just looked at your playlist and I love a lot of the series you review. I have to go to bed. Thank you for letting me join. No problem, Greek Girl. And please check out my playlist. I have tons of playlists. I keep them like that because, I recommend anybody to put a playlist on their YouTube. It just helps people find things a lot easier, especially if they know you talk about media or trending news or TV shows, stuff like that or whatnot. It's easy. Just look up Housewives, look up Basketball Wives, look up Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, look up Love and Hip Hop New York. I have all those different playlists. The Empire, Power. I have all the playlists. Speaking of Power, what is up with Power? Is that going to come back? What's up with Power and Fitty? I don't know. But you said I sure will. Thank you. I try to organize them. I try my best. But thank you. And yes, please check those out for me. Um, and then along with for all of you commentators who watching, as far as the playlist goes, that's a real good way to get a lot of your watch hours. Because people who are interested in a certain thing, they don't have to go week by week, scroll through all your videos, try to find out episode 1, 2, which season. I mean, when you do the playlist, it's all in order. All in order. So they can go all the way back or start at the ending and, bounce around, whatever they want to do with the playlist. But yeah, I love the playlist. But oh yeah, and then Maya. I mean, finally they got something for Maya. I mean, Maya's part, it kind of like diminished because remember her mom? What was her mom name? Pound Cake. Remember her mom, Pound Cake? When she was in prison with Cookie. Cookie promised her she would take care of her. Basically look after her like she was an aunt or her godmother. And so Maya, basically, she got wrapped up with some guy who was a thug and got in trouble with him, and Cookie tried to put her on the right track. So she been working at Empire, just being like an errand girl, getting coffee, just running errands for Cookie. Cookie's just making her pay what she weigh, basically. But she's finally found her niche, and she's going to be choreographing the entire tour. So maybe her storyline will pick up after all, because I'm up here like, why is she still even on the show? Because all she doing is running coffee. I mean, opening envelopes or stuffing envelopes. She really has no role on the show. So I don't know. You said all I watch is Empire, American Soul, Claws, and the Having. Oh yeah, the Having Have Nots. I've been on that, boy. I can't wait to do a review on that one. I'll probably do that one. Let's see. I still have to do. Star and Housewives of Atlanta. So I still have to do them. I'm gonna try to do them both tomorrow evening, and then I'll probably do the Have Nots Thursday, and then Love and Hip Hop Friday. So I'm trying to keep it all in order, Maurice. I'm trying to keep it all in order. But yeah, so, and I don't think I've ever watched Claws. If I have, it was just a few episodes. I don't think I ever watched Claws. Is that something I need to get back into? Because I be hearing people talk about that. So DC, you watch Claws too? Maybe I need to get back into that. See if I can find out. Maybe I can get the shows on demand. Hey, Gab Talk Media. We was just having a little discussion, little chit chat about Empire and where we think this season is going to go. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But do y'all think the plan that I guess this is the last thing I want to know from y'all. Do y'all think, you said May or June? Do y'all think the plan is going to work as far as as far as them getting free publicity to get all the fans to trust Empire again? Do y'all think that's going to work with them having a free tour? Like nobody got to pay for the tour? I hope that works out for them. Because at first, Giselle, she wasn't feeling it. But then when she listened to Cookie and Lucius and they were like, you know what? If we do this and we do it the right way, maybe a lot of people will come out to the tour. Maybe all the concerts will be sold out. And maybe their album sales will go through the roof from people being able to come to the concerts and see all the music and, all the songs and all the hits that they're going to be doing, which is going to be on the albums. So I hope that works out, because otherwise I don't know what they're going to do, because they got that money that Eddie had put over in Panama in the bank, but I don't think they're really trying to use that to pay for the tours. Like Giselle was like, how are we going to pay for these tours? And they like, oh, the tours is going to pay for themselves because people are going to start buying the albums and stuff. I don't know. I hope it works out. I hope it works out. But anyway, that's about all I got on here. That's about all I got on here. I'm looking very forward to the show that's coming on tomorrow night. I'm going to be there front and center. And if it's really, really good, I might have to skip the reviews that I'm supposed to make up from the other day and just come online and talk to y'all about that. So I will keep y'all posted though, as usual. I'll put up the post, the notifications, and if everybody has my bell hit, if you hit my bell for notifications, of course, you'll get the notifications when I go live. So I do appreciate that. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the live tonight. And as usual, Primetime Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces. Good night. Good night, Real Talk, DC12, Gab Talk, Maurice. Who else still in here? I think the Greek girl done left. I don't know who else is in the chat. But good night, everybody who's ever in the chat. Good night, and enjoy your evening.